Imagine this. You're standing on a stage, bathed in the harsh glare of spotlights. The lights are so bright they almost blind you, but you can still make out the sea of faces in the audience. 1,000 pairs of eyes bore into you, judging, scrutinizing. You can feel their gaze piercing through you, as if they can see every flaw, every mistake. Each face holds an opinion, a silent critique whispering on the wind. You can almost hear their thoughts, feel their expectations weighing down on you. Your heart pounds, your palms sweat, and your throat tightens. It's as if your body is betraying you, amplifying your anxiety with every beat. This, my friend, is the crippling weight of other people's opinions. We've all been there. We've all felt that overwhelming pressure. We've all felt the pressure to conform, the fear of judgment, the nagging need for approval. It's a universal struggle, one that transcends age, culture, and background. It's a universal human experience, woven into the very fabric of our social existence. From childhood to adulthood, the need to fit in, to be accepted, is ever present. But what if I told you there's a way out? A way to silence those voices and find peace within yourself? A way to break free from these invisible chains and step into the liberating light of self-acceptance? Imagine the freedom of living life on your own terms. This isn't about becoming cold or heartless. It's about finding a balance, about being kind to yourself while still caring for others. It's about reclaiming your power, about choosing your own narrative in a world saturated with noise. It's about writing your own story. It's about understanding the subtle ways in which our minds are manipulated and learning to defend against them. It's about building mental resilience. Are you ready to unlock your freedom? Take a deep breath. The journey starts now. Embrace the path to self-discovery and empowerment. Let's talk about dark psychology. Sounds ominous, doesn't it? The term itself conjures images of shadowy figures and hidden agendas, but like any tool, it can be used for good or evil. It's not inherently bad, it's all about the intent behind its use. At its core, dark psychology is about understanding the tactics of manipulation, the ways in which people can influence others to achieve their own ends, the subtle triggers that influence our thoughts and behaviors. These triggers can be as simple as a word or a gesture, yet they hold immense power. Think of it as peering behind the curtain, exposing the wizard's tricks. It's about seeing the unseen, understanding the hidden forces at play. By understanding these tactics, we can learn to defend against them, to recognize when someone is trying to manipulate us, to build up immunity to the opinions that once held us captive. We can start to see through the lies and deceit. We begin to see the strings, the subtle cues and manipulations that once controlled our perceptions. Remember, knowledge is power. The more we know, the less we can be controlled. And in this case, knowledge of these psychological mechanisms is your key to freedom. It's like unlocking a door to a new understanding of the world around you. Once you understand how these tactics work, you can start to dismantle their power over you. You can break free from the chains of manipulation. Take a moment to reflect. What are some opinions or criticisms that have held you back in the past? Write them down. Acknowledge them. This act of reflection is crucial. This is the first step to breaking their hold. As the dawn breaks, so too can you break free from the shadows of manipulation. Now that we've peeked behind the curtain, let's talk about practical strategies to reclaim your personal freedom and peace of mind. Remember those spotlights from before? They represent the pressures and expectations placed upon us. Imagine dimming them, one by one, until you're left standing in a comfortable, diffused light. This symbolizes reducing external pressures. That's what we're aiming for, taking back control of your spotlight, your focus, and your energy. 1. Question everything. Don't accept opinions blindly, especially negative ones. Scrutinize the source and intent behind them. Ask yourself, is this true? Is it helpful? Does this person have my best interests at heart? This critical thinking can save you from unnecessary stress. Often you'll find the answer is no, and that's okay. It's a step towards clarity. 2. Reframe your perspective. Instead of seeing criticism as a personal attack, view it as feedback. This shift can be empowering. Not all feedback is created equal, and sometimes it's just noise you can choose to ignore. Focus on what truly matters. 3. Set boundaries. You have the right to decide who gets space in your head. Protect your mental space. Limit your exposure to negative people and cultivate relationships with those who uplift and inspire you. Surround yourself with positivity. These are just a few starting points. Each step you take is a move towards greater freedom. Remember, this is a journey, not a race. Take your time and be mindful of your progress. Be patient with yourself and celebrate your progress along the way. Every small victory counts. Ready to start dimming those spotlights? It's time to take action. Choose one of these steps and commit to practicing it today. Your journey to freedom begins now. Mirroring and misdirection: psychological tricks to silence the noise. Now let's delve into some psychological jujitsu. Remember those dark psychology tactics we talked about? We're going to use them to our advantage. Mirroring. This technique involves subtly reflecting back the language and behavior of the person whose opinion you're trying to deflect. By mirroring them, you create a sense of rapport and disarm their potential criticism. Misdirection. Like a magician diverting your attention, misdirection involves shifting the focus away from the opinion you don't want to engage with. Subtly change the subject, or redirect the conversation towards something positive and unrelated. These techniques might feel strange at first, but with practice, they'll become second nature, like a secret language of self-preservation. Try it out. The next time someone offers an unsolicited opinion, practice mirroring or misdirection. Observe their reaction. You might be surprised by the results. Building your fortress: confidence as a shield. Confidence is a powerful armor against the arrows of other people's opinions. When you believe in yourself and your worth, external validation loses its potency. But how do you cultivate this unshakable confidence? 1. Celebrate your wins. No matter how small, acknowledge and celebrate your accomplishments. This reinforces a positive self-image and builds your belief in your abilities. 2. Embrace your imperfections. Perfection is an illusion. Accept your flaws and imperfections as part of what makes you unique and interesting. 3. Step outside your comfort zone. Challenge yourself regularly. Each time you face a fear and come out on the other side, your confidence grows exponentially. Building true confidence takes time and effort, but the rewards are immeasurable. This is about more than just appearances. It's about cultivating an inner strength that radiates outwards. What is one thing you can do today to boost your confidence? Take action and feel the difference. Embracing the void, finding comfort in indifference. This might seem counterintuitive, but true freedom comes from embracing indifference. Not indifference towards everything, but towards the opinions that don't serve you. It's about developing a Teflon coating, letting negativity slide off you without leaving a mark. Imagine your mind as a peaceful garden. You wouldn't let just anyone trample your flowers or plant weeds, would you? The same principle applies to your thoughts. Be selective about what you allow in. Cultivating indifference isn't about becoming cold or uncaring. It's about choosing your peace, about refusing to let the opinions of others dictate your emotional state. Next time you feel the sting of judgment, take a deep breath and remind yourself, this is not my circus, these are not my monkeys. Let the feeling pass through you without attaching to it. Your symphony of freedom. Congratulations! You've reached the end of this journey, but it's really just the beginning. Remember, freedom from the shackles of other people's opinions is an ongoing process, a symphony composed of self-awareness, resilience, and a healthy dose of indifference. Embrace the quiet confidence that comes from knowing your worth, celebrate your uniqueness, and most importantly, never stop questioning, evolving, and defining your own version of success. The world is waiting for your symphony. Play it loud and play it proud.